Hi, welcome back to Mom Cooks and Gardens. I've got another garden update for you. So as you know, this is my first year of starting a vegetable garden in earnest, and we're going along pretty good except for a few setbacks from our groundhog, who has eaten absolutely everything in the garden. But we've had some really good rain. I've done some supplemental planting, started a lot more from seed directly in the ground in hopes to replace what he has destroyed. You can see here the things that have made it are flourishing quite well. We've got some eggplant, and they're starting to flower, so hopefully we'll see some eggplants soon. The marigolds are really starting to come in now that we're in the heat of the summer. I've planted corn for the first time, and it's doing really well. It's about, I would say about 4 foot tall at this juncture. The oregano I transplanted out of the herb garden is huge. He's really taken over that spot. The onions, I may have gotten them in the ground too late. I'm new to onions. Some of the varieties, like these red ones, are not doing too good, but my white onions seem to be performing extremely well. You can see down here we've got some nice sized onions getting ready to be pulled. And the tomatoes have grown a foot in the last day or two. Probably from a bunch of storms we had blow in. You can see here the groundhog has eaten all the leaves off this variety. This one's rebounding well. He had nibbled that to a stem. He actually has nibbled all of them. But they're starting to take off, and if we can keep him away, we might actually get some tomatoes. Over here, the Swiss chard, you can see, he's doubled in size in the last 4 days. I had 5 or 6 of them. You can see the groundhog is eating and nibbling away at a lot of those. Cucumbers, they're flowering. Hopefully we'll see some cucumbers soon. But again, he has snipped them off to the ground multiple times. The peppers are starting to produce little flowers. So we may get some peppers. He has eaten just about every single huckleberry bush to the ground. But I'm holding out hope because there's still some leaves on there, so we might get some berries before the end of the summer. These tomatoes, he also, you can see, nibbled them just about completely. But they're regrowing quite well, and I'm starting to trellis them. These, I think, are the Sweet 100s, and they're quite long. We're going to start tying them up today. And over here we've got some arugula, some more corn. And you can see the corn here on this side of the garden is only about 3.5 feet tall. Unlike these two clusters that are nearly 4 foot tall. So over there is some of the little gem corn, and nothing sprouted in that corner. So I don't know if it's an issue with the soil or perhaps that strain of corn. I think I might do a second planting of some sweet corn, because the sweet corn seems to be doing very well. But you'll notice that both this corner and this corner may be just not getting enough light. So the corn may have to stay on that side of the garden. And I think that's also an interesting thing to mention, is if you look, this side of the garden, extremely large. This side, not so much. So could it be lighting? Could it be something in the soil? I'm not really sure. I did plant some radishes and carrots again for the second time. They started coming up and the groundhog nibbled them to the ground, but you can see after the storm 2 days ago, I'm starting to see little radishes. So we're gonna have a nice bed of radishes here if he doesn't eat them. And let's take a peek at the carrots. Yeah, no sign of carrots yet. So this entire square will be carrots, and that entire square is going to be radishes. I planted both red and black, 2 varieties of carrots. So we'll just keep an eye on it for the next week or 2. But I'll keep you updated as things go along. Thank you.